Hello, everyone. Welcome. It's Friday morning, and once again, it is time for science. I'm Jeff Gerstmann, and we are here. We are ranking every 8-bit Nintendo game released in North America during the original span of the console's prevalence. We have 545 games on the list. Currently at the bottom is Raid 2020, which is a video game. Up here at the top, Mega Man 2. If you want to see the full list, you can see a pretty version of it at 8bitnintendo.science. There's also a link at the bottom that'll show you the games we have remaining in case you want to join the advisory panel where you can suggest some of those remaining games, and they will make their way to the list sooner than they might otherwise. Fantastic. Check out the Patreon. You get an ad-free version of the podcast, bonus shows, and such. Let's get right into it. This game, Fandle wanted to see this one. I remember liking the last one of these quite a bit here, but did they overstay their welcome? That's the question. Did I crash the... Hang on. You have a lot of games in a database, and then when you start typing to search, without filtering it first, the whole thing goes. The whole thing takes a second. So let's just give it a second here. There we go. Okay. Here we go. 1992 from your friends at Hudson. It's Adventure Island 3. It's a very small island for one Master Higgins to just be kicking it on. Hudson's Adventure Island SSS. Okay. Coastal Clash. Brother, when I get my hands on you at Coastal Clash. Found a key. I don't know that I've ever played this game before. Oh, that was cool. That was not fruit, that was a spider. Bottomless pit. This handle's okay. I don't know. This doesn't seem dramatically different from the previous one. Thus far, I do think there's something kind of like the constantly ticking down health meter. I mean, it's not. I don't remember if I could crouch before. I don't think that was. Oh. Ah. Can't go back. The overworld screen here seems kind of pointless considering, like, there's nothing to do on it. I cannot go back to a previous level. I can't, you know, there's no... It's just like, you're making your way. Oak Forest. I guess we'll stick with the boomerang. Or I guess we got... Oh, what is this? I like roll up into a ball and roll around? It's useless. Garbage. What? He has risen. He can walk on water. He's in the abyss. Let's change back to cool fire-breathing dinosaur. I guess we'll leave that boomerang in. This is kind of interesting, you know, the way you kind of just store everything. Alright, let's keep going. For a second there, I thought I was going to eat that meat and get mad. I'm like, that's the wrong dude. These levels are breezy, I would say. All right, here we're back to Coastal Clash. It's pleasant enough. I don't know. Like it's. Oh, this seems bad. The game was getting too easy, so we decided to put an evil power-up in there that murders you. Whoops. Okay, so we don't want that one because that was the bad thing. No, I was wrong. Okay, so he just sucked off most of my life and then... Ah! Okay. A little harder. Picking up a little bit. I guess let's take the ball dinosaur in here because he sucks anyway, so who cares? Yeah, great, that worked out. Oh, I screwed that up. That's a cool pig. As pigs go. We caught up to the UFO, but it ran away and left a very fucking chill but bummed out dude out here in the desolation. I guess we'll keep the... How come that rock didn't sink? What? Give me some kind of invincibility on a hit, not to just go bop bop dead. That's a bummer. Oh well. Interesting being in a level like with no way to attack at all. You're really kind of fucked. I was like, I thought maybe they would just spawn an egg with a fucking one of these in it just to, you know, get you going. But man, they're real all right. Oh. Oh my. He's like, oh, check this out. I'm going to shoot you. Huh. Is that it? Okay, no. No, oh man. So it's like I start with some inventory, but I'm back here at the friggin' beginning. We got this surfing key again. Maybe I'll... I see. Okay, well, what's the point of any of this? Back to the bottomless pit with me. Like the boomerang kind of sucks, you know, because you're really exposed while it's out there doing its thing. So if you miss, you are not in a great place. Hey, we thought it would be cool if we spawned an egg as you were jumping off screen so you could go, ah, shit. Yeah. No. She comes running up behind you. Just bap. Well, I mean, let's bring. Okay, get our fruit on. I think, you know, some of these levels are just like really boring. You know, like the level design feels very uneven between, like, you know, here's one that's actually challenging and then here's one that's, you know, just kind of dumb. Shit, fuck, shit. Man. Out here in the desolation once again. Back up in that ass for the desolation. Ah, you... Oh, I'm so hungry. And then here they take away the hunger because they're just like, no, it's gonna be. Blew that guy up with a boomerang. That little end of level music sounded like it was going to give me a power up or something. It's like, yeah, now you can roll up into a ball. You got missiles. Bottomless pit once again. Starting to sense that there's maybe only a handful of themes to levels here. Why is that there? Okay. I feel like the level design here is yeah, just kind of plain. The previous game didn't really have this issue. I don't know. Like, you know, the different, you know, the repetition of the motifs or whatever. Like, I think that's fine. You know, it's like, here's this level, you got your cave, you got your coastal clash and such. Like, that stuff's okay. Probably use some more variety there, but I think a lot of these level layouts are just kind of bland. God, you should get so focused on, like, the rolling really sucks. You would think, like, oh, well, if I can roll in a ball, then maybe I could do something like, you know, like be able to take enemies out, but then it's just like boom, 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 and you're dead. You're like, ah, geez, it just goes bad so fast. What? Oh, that fucking bouncy thing. I forgot that last time. Oh, this fucker jumping out of the ground. No tells, man. When like a Monty Mole or something was coming at you, you got a little bit of ground, you know. You got a little bit of a warning. Right. Yeah. Oh boy. Okay. Well, presumably we will continue from the second world now, at least. I don't think this game is great. I think that this is... Come on. Come on. Oh, are you not one of the ones that lunges? Alright, so take a weapon, I guess. This is what I need, a skateboard. Okay. Yeah, the levels just seem strange. Like that level, there's kind of nothing to it, and then you've just got that one little jump at the, jumping thing at the end. And that's like a little challenging, but it's a lot of it does depend on what you come into the level with. And because you can't backtrack, you don't have that kind of Mario World thing of like, I'm going to go back to this level and get a cape or whatever, Go get some feathers over here. Right, that thing. Again with the falling on me and killing my dinosaur. For a game with 1992 written on it, this seems like something that, like I said, 2 seems like the sweet spot. In a way where you're like, oh, is this the... Like, hey, more and more developers were moving over to 16-bit systems and thinking about what that was going to look like, and so maybe these were not everyone's best efforts. Ice Island. Ice Cave. Yay! All right, now we're gonna... Yes, this seems like a trick. All right. 3-1. Not only did I skip the boss, I skipped the rest of that world. That was pretty cool. Dickhead. That fucking guy. That fucking guy, man. Always sneaking up from behind. I was gonna say, this fucker's coming back. As soon as I climb up this hill, I knew it. I was like, that fucking guy's coming. I know it. Ice cave. No, yes, yeah. Man. I like that you keep some of your inventory on a continue. Like there is, you know, it does give you like a mild opportunity to hoard some stuff, but and you can put stuff away in some cases as well, which is interesting. Like, oh, I don't need it on this level, but like you would never know that unless you played the game a bunch. But like the music's pleasant enough. I don't like this game is pleasant enough, I guess is what I would say. But I don't think that this is I think that this game is worse than Adventure Island 2. Which is a bummer. Like from just a level design thing. Oh, yeah, I needed to be running. I was like, last time I went too fast and it fucked me over. Oh god. Yeah. A lucky extra moment of invincibility there. Ah, these fuck faces. I can't. I'm surprised that this game didn't evolve in a way where they were like, oh, you can get hit multiple times. It just drains your meter, you know, or whatever. But they never went in that direction with it. Oh, that's cool. Good going. Now I have no weapon. Also, I think, you know, in a game where you have no other means of attack other than, you know, these equipable weapons, like the you know, having to get through these levels with no weapon. In some ways, that's where the challenge is. You know, I guess there's something to that, but Fuck. 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 You should have kept... So you end up in these situations, you know, and I think this is something that you could say about the entire franchise. It's just that I think that, you know, they've done it better level layout wise, perhaps. But it creates situations where you don't want to go quickly, but also you have the time pressure of your health ticking down. And that can be an interesting push and pull, or that can be a frustrating push and pull. And I think that in the previous games, it was maybe a little closer to the interesting side. Here, it feels like they kind of have run out of juice. You know what I mean? Here, it feels like they maybe didn't have enough ideas for a full new game. Like, there's some items in this game that are not in the, you know, not in the previous one, and, you know. But generally speaking, this is 2 again, but worse. And that's frustrating, man. I don't know. Like, I maybe it doesn't play this role anymore, but Adventure Island used to seem like a big deal. I mean, it was obviously it was never on the level of a Mario. You know what I mean? But Hudson's Adventure Island, it was a name with some cachet. Maybe it still is, but I don't know. No one's talking about Master Higgins anymore, unfortunately. At least not in this country. Wonder Boy is better though. Yeah, I mean, well, so I don't know. Like Wonder Boy, like the whole Wonder Boy Adventure Island thing is weird. Because of the way it's, you know, they started very similar, and then Wonder Boy became like, now he's got a sword and a shield, and all. It's just like that is somehow even less interesting to me. Yeah, it's a shame because, you know, I think Adventure Island 2 is pretty good, and I think that this game is like it is a far cry from it. It's not like a little worse. It's like, oh, this is tipped over. In kind of a big way. It's certainly not a bad game, but like, you know, it's no Monster in My Pocket. Like Low G Man, the Low Gravity Man is a better game. Like, it's not quite as good as Jackie Chan's Action Kung Fu, but it's probably right in here. It's better than Arkista's Ring. It's better than Ice Climber. It's better than Journey to Silius. It's better than Legendary Wings. You know what? It's better than the Bugs Bunny Crazy Castle. Let's just final check here. Is it better or worse than Jackie Chan's Action Kung Fu? No, that's a better game. It's our new number 127. Come on now. Hudson's Adventure Island 3. And let's take a look. And there you have it. Like, still a good game, but not nearly as good as the previous one. And yeah, it's weird. I wasn't really sure what to expect with that one. I was hoping for better, I guess is what I would say. Now it's time to go all the way back to the origins of one of gaming's most popular franchises, most popularly known as a PlayStation franchise. But here we have Uncharted Waters. Boat stuff. 80 years ago today. 80 years ago today, my great grandfather was called up by Prince Henry, the navigator, to sail in the name of Portugal. His mission was to find the legendary kingdom of Prester John. The seagull. With the fleet of King Juan I under his command, he set sail for the coast of West Africa. However, his adventure was short-lived. The fleet was wrecked in a violent storm, and only one ship made it back. They say my great-grandfather was a valiant captain to the end. But even he sank to the depths of the sea with his fleet, never to return again. It's difficult to describe the hardship my family then endured. Dude. In that one disaster, we lost the head of the family and all our servants. Neighbors seized our land and plotted to destroy our noble home. Although we had once lived in luxury, we became the focus of people's ridicule. Every door closed where we went for help. This was the downfall of my family. From the diary of Lord Alcobaca. Ah, the waves. New adventure. Enter name of hero. Woody. Is this okay? Oh, I pushed to the right, and now I get to do it all over again. Is this okay? Bonus 64. I wouldn't mind some more charisma. Let's take it. A guy on a boat needs to be charismatic. Enter name of flagship. Boat. Ship. Boat. I appreciate the tunes, but also they are rendered in an unpleasant way. Like it's good music that is maybe a little too shrill. Ah, Christiana, our fair princess. The Old Sailor. He maybe has a name. I don't know. I just call him the Old Sailor. Okay, yeah. A great storm. Killing my father. The Old Sailor survived to tell me his last words. Never give up your dreams. I thought I would go out on a boat. It's been going great for the family. I call the boat. You could have put like 2 more lines in this box here and put just a little more text on each screen. And a great fleet and sea adventure in Uncharted Waters. Okay, so we've got like a little kind of... This is ugly. Right here. Look at this. Like, it's not even like block... Like, yeah, it's block... Look at it. Commoners are not allowed in the palace. Get out. Oh. Tell me about the spice market. Pimento's going wild. What's up with these gems? How much for the gun? I got some pepper. I got some quartz. Welcome. What's up with some gossip? Oh. Ha ha ha! We don't keep ties with any port. I'm trying to find some mates. I don't want to quit my mates. I want to find some mates. Fernando, how'd you like to join my crew? You don't know who you're dealing with. All right, okay. Wait, why am I down here now? Oh, I guess the day passed. I hear the princess is a beauty. I'd love to set my eyes on her just once. And is this my, like, house or whatever? Yeah. You may use the back room. I don't need... As you wish. A nation of information. Could I get a sextant and a falcon icon to go? I mean, I don't really know what I don't really know what I have in my inventory here. There's no real... I guess let's go boating. This is fucking terrible. Oh my god. Like the utter lack of Let's debark. Port call. Let's go to Bordeaux. My sailing skills improved. Great. Man. Sid Meier was on to something, is what I'm saying. Games like this, the like trader, go to different ports, see what's selling for what thing. Like if they had just like, hey man, the last town you were in was paying this much for pepper when you were there. I don't see any sailors here. I was looking for some sailors. This is the original Look for Some Sailors game. What's a sextant gonna do? I mean, let's get it and find out. Is it just another item I can sell somewhere? The next day. Uh-huh. Yeah, the next day. Let's go to the inn for a bit of entertainment. Is that... Wait. Okay. Stingy rat? Oh. Guess I'll fix up the boat. I guess we'll put a cannon on it. The next day. Come on. Come on now. It's thinking. Have you heard of the troubles out at sea? Oh, is there troubles? Like this part, the sailing is so fucking janky. In terms of like keeping you informed about wind direction or anything really, anything. My sailing skill improved again. Marco! All right. More mouths to feed. Okay. Well, I don't really have anything to buy or sell. I feel like my gold is dwindling away here. Might as well get some wood. I mean, you know, you're gonna need wood. We're not? What? Well, what if the restock button just said, hey, how many days do you want to be able to sail? It's going to cost you this much to restock things so you can get out for 15 days. Sure. Go see the princess? You can't go see the princess because you're a commoner. When you try to walk in the palace, they kick you out. Let's stick to the coastline and head, I guess, south a bit here. And this movement is just, I think, bust. I think it's terrible. The way this screen operates. I think it's really terrible. Hi there. $40 gold. I hear Bordeaux will pay you a fine price for pepper. Good to know. This is a suspicious looking port. Okay. We're gonna get jumped. I mean, that seems like a low price for grapes. Let's get some grapes. Bring some grapes somewhere else and see if we can get more than 38 for them. Hauling grapes out here. I'm gonna stop at the inn. Isn't that the inn? We just slept. But the gossip thing is up here at like the pub or whatever, so no foreigners allowed. Okay. I think that, you know, this game is like in a lot of ways pretty typical of strategy games of the era, especially some of the stuff coming out of Japan. But also, I think it's like execution stuff. I think that, you know, all of the movement and like just a lot of menu stuff. Okay, can I jack these fools? Was there a jack these fools button? You pirate. Move, stop, view, fire. It's a lot of boats. I don't know if you can see all these boats, but there are a lot of them here. This seems bad for Captain Woody and the gang. Died with all those grapes. I can't. There's nothing. No buttons do anything here. That's a lot of these menus are unresponsive and don't do anything. And maybe this one is just like I need to reset. But I think even in game, a lot of the there we go. In game, a lot of the menus are incredibly 1991, huh? A lot of these menus feel very, very unresponsive. And in a game driven by menus, that's a bad thing. And so I think that's really the issue here, is that like and I think even when you're sailing, there's just this feeling of like, am I controlling anything? Where am I going? What am I doing? You know, obviously, you know, you're going to have a map and you're going to learn the ports and know where Seville is and whatever else. But like, and you know, yeah, you get a notebook and write down like, okay, we bought this for this much. We need to turn a profit by doing this. And you know, like you can kind of figure out all of those things. But like this, again, like this screen right here is a real good, like, do I have to reset the game? I guess so. Maybe. Because nothing else worked. But like the movement here, like this, in some ways, this should just be a menu, you know? Where do you want to go next? Let's go to the tavern. Let's go there next. The marketplace in Istanbul is a good place to buy artwork. Marco will not join my crew. Anyone around here care for a game of blackjack? I mean, I gotta assume he's got 20, so There we go. Can't split my nines, huh? Oh, I can't then go and play poker. It's like, oh, that's the end of the day. Like, some of the end of day stuff feels a little like arbitrary. Like, oh, I wasn't done there. We don't have a sextant. I guess, like, you know, in the end, you know, why would you play this when you could be playing Pirates? Which, in a lot of ways, is just a better version of this. No treasure here. Our search for water was unsuccessful. So instead, we're just going to go west until we die. I assume the crew will mutiny. Or something to that effect once the rations get low or whatever. But, well, unfriendly currents here. You know, like, Koei was making these games for a lot of different platforms, right? They weren't all going to be able to handle any kind of real-time anything. And so, to that end, I think if we're taking things into consideration, like when this game came out and probably when it came out on other platforms, because I'm guessing, or in other regions, because I'm guessing that this was not a 90s release in other parts of the world. I think in that context, this game lines up with a lot of Koei's other work in the era. Obviously a different topic than the Three Kingdoms and all of that. Nobunaga and such. And that's neat. But here, from, you know, the scientific perspective and considering, like, hey, you know, we're not really taking time into account here. very difficult to care about this game in a world where you could be playing pirates instead. Our search for water was unsuccessful. We have no days of food. Maybe there's some treasure. No? Our search for water was still unsuccessful. I guess I can't, like, walk inland. You know, so the thing the pirates did is, you know, when you were in the boat, and they had real-time sequences in the game. And so it was menus in town, and then when you were out sailing, you could hear the wind, you could see the currents, you could see the way the wind was blowing, you know, like you could make decisions about how you were going to move just by looking at the screen. Whereas this is just kind of a static, dull mess. And you can get that information in different ways. Obviously, we have our wind indicator here, and, you know, you buy your sextant and whatever else. But that stuff was just right there for you that you could see. If I keep searching for water, will I just die? I'm curious. Because I can't move. I can't, like, walk further inland. I can't, like, go to those mountains and search for treasure there or anything. It's just like, here you are. I mean, I guess I could get back on the boat. Yeah. Captain Larry didn't make it very long. According to one story, the fleet from who? Who made it? Boldly at sea. That's right. We boldly sailed west and died somewhere random. Once again, a screen that I cannot button past. So yeah, I think that, like, there's a lot of game here, and that's cool. But the way it is presented and the way the menus are structured and a lot of that stuff, I think is really makes it a difficult game to touch in this day and age. There's just a lot of stuff. You know, the music's pretty all right, but I think the whole thing is extremely ugly. Like in town, the weird outline around your dude, and then just the blinking boat at sea. I think a lot of that stuff is the shits. So I would say, I guess I have a begrudging respect for this sort of thing. But again, you know, like if you look at this on a development path of, like, hey, this is from the developers of Nobunaga's Ambition and that sort of thing, I think that it's cool. There are interesting systems in motion here. You can tell that right off the bat. But again, dude, in a world where pirates exists, on a platform where pirates exists, even though it is far from the ideal version of pirates, I think that's a tough sell. That's a tough sell. And this version of pirates, not amazing. It's a serviceable, it's a totally okay, it's like a totally okay version of like an all-time classic video game, you know. And so it's sort of like, yeah, this is still really good in the context of the platform it's on and all of that. But like, if you, this is maybe not where you're gonna want to play it and whatever else. And I suspect, well, you know, I don't know. What other platforms did Uncharted Waters come out on? I'm sure it's like MSX. PC-88, Mac, DOS, MSX, X68K, NES, Genesis, and SNES. So there's 16-bit versions of it also. That's interesting. I bet that those 16-bit versions are a little easier to swallow. PC-88 is probably a little on the dire side. Though, okay, I mean, this is a 1990 game all across. Like, this isn't, like, I was wondering, like, okay, did this game come out in like 86? You know, on PC-88 or whatever, and then, you know, not make it to the US until, you know, 91 or whatever. But it was May 1990. That's the earliest version of the game, I guess. And then Genesis in 92. Yeah, that's interesting. And then the sequels are, you know, pretty much the same. Oh, the second one made its way to the FM Towns. That's interesting. Okay. Yeah, so maybe those ports are not, you know, like, I don't know. I was going to say, I bet that the PC-88 version is straight dog shit. But I bet you know what? I bet the DOS version is really terrible. Just something about games developed in Japan appearing on straight up MS-DOS in that era of the late 80s, early 90s. Like, it's a real crapshoot. I'd be curious. But again, you know, it's menu driven. I'm sure it's fine. But this version here, you know, for a game largely driven by menus to have like these like pretty unresponsive menus and all of that is awfully damning. It's a shame because there's a lot here, but the struggles against the interface are really hurt that game. Really hurt that game in a lot of ways. You know, it's no David Crane's A Boy and His Blob, Trouble on Blobalonia. It's no Where in Time is Carmen Sandiego. Solstice, The Quest for the Staff of Deimos is a better game. Dino Wars, Destruction of Spoondelaus is a better game. You'd be better off with a copy of Mylan's Secret Castle. Mule is a better game. Mule is another game that's like in a relatively similar space, you know, where it's like, this is a complicated game and it's kind of weird that it's on this platform. I think that Mule is largely successful. Again, another situation like Sid Meier's Pirates, where like this is not the ideal version of the game, you know. But that Mule is one of the greatest games ever created in its era. Maybe a little hard to go back to. Like if you played Mule for the first time today, maybe that's, I don't know, maybe that would be a rough one. But for when it came out and all of that other stuff, Mule is certainly one of the greatest games of all time. Uncharted Waters is no Legacy of the Wizard. But this is starting to look right. It's better than remote control. Surely. It's better than the Namco version of Ms. Pac-Man. It's better than Spiritual Warfare. I suppose it's better than The Legend of Kage. It's better than Base Wars. It's no Bomberman 2. It's our new number 251. Okay. And there you have it. Congratulations to Nathan Drake and Ko Shibusawa working together for the first time. Next up, Adam wanted to see this game. So, you know, again, there are games on this list that I just go like, what? And I've never heard of. This is such a game. This is such a game. And it is called Thundercade. From your friends at American Sammy. Okay, yeah. Am I on a motorcycle that shoots guns? Because I feel like a game called Thundercade should be about a motorcycle with a gun mounted on it. Urgent instructions. Destroy enemies and the atomic power plant. Good luck. Yeah, it's either a armed motorcycle or some kind of boat for sure. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh, we got a sidecar. Okay, so my A button makes bombs come. Oh, we got a forward firing sidecar now, which I guess is fine because those guys are on the left anyway. Oh god. Like, what is this, guitar? No. Oh, so if I pick it up on the left side, it's a left firing? Is that how I collide with it is the... This music feels like it's like struggling to start. Ah! Am I hitting this thing anymore? Okay, I hear the tick, tick, tick noise of maybe I'm hitting it, but apparently... Oh, my motorcycle was flying! Very cool. Like the da-da-da-da sounds like you're spawning into the level and it's playing a little intro for you to do so, but it keeps playing it over and over again, and so it's like the... It just feels like the game is, again, like trying to start and can't. This, like, the where you can ride and where you can't kind of sucks. Are you prepared for different tank? I was not prepared for different tank. Oops, wrong button. Apparently continuing gives you different music. Nope, I was wrong. It is not different music. This game was licensed by Nintendo. What even was that? I picked up something. It's cool when power-ups are not like immediately obvious. You're like, I don't just does something. I'm still dead. This sucks. This sucks a lot. Like this is oh God. What is I was so flabbergasted by the way this thing moves. All right, we called in our last. Oh no, we still got some bombers on the. Look at this thing moving, or kind of not moving, I guess, maybe is the... I feel sick looking at this thing moving back and forth on the screen. Like, I'm feeling woozy. I'm just having trouble with this game conceptually, like existing. Like it's just a... And like I pick up that sidecar, but it just makes it so I stop shooting the one thing and then now just the sidecar shoots. It doesn't give me like more bullets on screen because like most of this stuff dies in one shot. So who cares if it's like, oh, it's a more powerful bullet or whatever. Like that's not... Like here at least it's a little wider now. Oh, that was a mine. That was not a fun power-up for me to collect. This sucks, man. Holy smokes. Are you seeing this? Is this happening? Am I live right now? Can you see this? Oh, I went off a sick jump though. That was cool. I don't know how that happened, but okay, yeah. Now I can't move as well because I'm in the air. Wahoo! Wahoo! Oh man, Thundercade. I can't, and I can't like reorganize the sidecars or anything. So like when these tanks start coming out from the left side of the screen, it's just like, yeah, how about you get fucked? How about you just deal with that, idiot? Hey, dumbass, your stupid motorcycle, loser. And I'm like, okay, yeah, I guess I deserve that. Ah! I jumped. Didn't really want to. This is I feel like we're squarely in like fake video game territory. Music just gets better. Nope, stuck on a tree. And we're dead. Let's play Thundercade. Okay, maybe I need to not be relying on the turbo controller, because if I mash the button myself, it goes faster than the whatever the cycle is on the turbo controller. Come on. Oh. This other engine. Gotta keep up with the smooth movement of this thing back and forth. What even is this? I mean, it looks like a jet moving backwards on the ground. We got a B. One player bonus game. Great. 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 It's a good game. Boneless wings. Fuck you. Yeah, I went over this sick jump. Bitch. Can I at least bump and jump onto it? No, I landed on a tank and blew up, which makes sense. I mean, if you land a motorcycle on a tank, I mean, it's not like fucking Fast and Furious 2. You wreck a car into a boat. Okay, we have a page from the manual here on the Discord. Terrorism has reached new heights. Atom, atomic-age terrorist organization of Miracali, has constructed their own nuclear power plant and threatened the world with atomic terror. Well, there's one thing I know, is if someone has a nuclear power plant, you probably need to do something about it. I mean, the world powers have decided to initiate Operation Thundercade to stop Atom. Equipped with a high-performance combat motorcycle, sidecar cannons, and backed by a precision B-7 bomber, you set out on the dangerous mission. The wind rages through your hair as your cycle charges into enemy territory. Your sidecar cannons unleash a storm of hot metal rounds, shedding tank armor and shattering concrete. When the going gets rough, you call in air support and let the flyboys wipe them out. Through city streets, forests, and strongholds you fight, but can you make it to the fortress and save the world? Is this 2 players simultaneous? It is. Look at the blinking HUD. Too much action on screen. Shredding concrete, shaking the ground with funny car power. Oh, look at that. That tree apparently cannot be blown up. Great. This is pretty bad. This game's pretty bad. Oh man. That's Thundercade. That's Thundercade. We have another screenshot of the manual here with some points. A mine gives you 0 points. Killing a helicopter gives you 1,000 points. Killing a dirt hill gives you 2,000 points. You blew up that dirt hill real good back there, Thundercade. Agent Thundercade. That's the shits, man. It's you know, like, you can move at a decent speed, I guess. Like, the side to side movement is not as slow as you might think a motorcycle game. You know, I don't know. You're just like, it's just a vertically scrolling shooter at that point. Like, the motorcycle aspect of it feels really undercooked. You kind of jump occasionally. Like, it's very hard to read the terrain in terms of, oh, I can't even get on top of this because it's a ledge or whatever, and I can't get up there. And then also, like, oh, if I'm here and I aim just right, I launch off of it, and then I'm in the air for a few seconds, which means I can't move. Seemingly, I'm invincible for that period of time, but you can't move, and so you're kind of just stuck in the air, shooting straight ahead. Yeah, it's games where you end up with side shots and you like can pick which side that it's on, but you can't change it after the fact, are always interesting because it invariably puts you in a situation where the minute you decide, like, oh, I'm going to have this one shoot to the right, like, oh, I picked wrong. Everyone is coming from the left. This is a completely useless upgrade. This game has that. That's this entire game. This entire game is like, which side did you put the sidecar on? There was a moment there where we found a V and then had a bunch of additional firepower, but that didn't make the game much better. It's really it's impressive how rotten that is. It's no Ikari 3 The Rescue. Sunday Funday The Ride is a better game. Adventures in the Magic Kingdom is a superior product. You would be better off with a copy of Skate or Die 2, The Search for Double Trouble. Casino Kid is a better product. The Last Ninja, better game. Predator, better game. Master Chew and the Drunkard Hugh, or who are you? Way better. Chiller is a superior game. You'd be better off with a copy of Gotcha the Sport. I mean, Daydream and Davy is awesome by comparison. We're out of room to scroll here. It's worse than Spider-Man: Return of the Sinister Six. It's worse than Donkey Kong Jr. Math. It's worse than Athena. Da 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 da. It's worse than Skull and Crossbones. It's worse than King Neptune's Adventure. Is it better or worse than Fox's Peter Pan and the Pirates: The Revenge of Captain Hook? It's worse than that. It's worse than that. Just a bit. This is It's better than The Adventures of Rocky and Bullwinkle and Friends. It's better than NFL. It's worse than Cool World. It's worse than Wolverine. It's hard to call games worse than Stack Up sometimes because, in a lot of ways, Stack Up is just so barely a thing. But this is worse than Stack Up. Is it better or worse than Robo Demons? Jeez. Yeah, this is worse than This is worse than Rollerblade Racer. This is better than NFL. This is our new number 536. What a surprising turn of events. Thundercade. It's always nice when a game you've never heard of just turns up and is just like, oh, by the way, this is spectacularly something. Bad in this case. It would be nice to see something spectacularly good and surprisingly good. But, in lieu of that, at least it's a game that makes you feel something, Davis wanted to see the next game. Oh, yeah. Okay. As soon as I saw the company name on it, I knew what we were in for. It's from your friends at High Tech Expressions. It's Funhouse. Based on the hit game show? RJD! All right, everybody, let's get messy. It's like I'm driving it myself like I was a car, which is ridiculous. Like the A button makes you go, and then this is... What a fucking bizarre thing. Alright, we're gonna scatter something to the four corners here. Why? All right, let's do it again. Touch and go. Why did they make this? I picked up a coin. I don't know if you've ever played or watched the game show Funhouse with host JD Roth, but it was not like this. Go right. I like that you can't pick up the key until it stops blinking. Thank you, JD Roth, for all that you've done. Oh, we ran out of time. I like the fluidity of the motion. I'll say that much about it. Like, you know, but like this is, it's like asteroids. It's like I'm not running, I'm thrusting around. And that's not what Funhouse, the show, was. All right, let's do it again. And apparently I can't, like, fucking stop. Oh. Oh. Oh, you really get pushed by those things. This is like, I mean, this is not great, but also like, the big problem this game has, the biggest problem this game has is that it's not representative of the property upon which it is based in any way. Like, it's weird that this is the Funhouse game. You played a great game. Let's do it again. So this is just bizarre. I don't know. This is just a weird thing, man. Go with the flow. Okay. I get you. Go with the flow. Okay, that blows up when I touch it. Ah! Get out of here. I died. I got totally trashed. Bro, you got the fucking trashed, bro. Extra fun. That's what I'm here to have. Is this something? No, that's going to steal time from me or something, right? This time vampire. This feels like a fake future sport. Like the game itself feels like someone would be like, well, I don't know, man. The fucking bitmaps made, you know, it's like, what if we did speedball, but it's not, but it's like a deadly maze. Paradroid, but you're a... Who the hell developed this? Real-time associates? Okay. The idea of this as a game is not like terrible. Like it needs more variety or something, but like but you know, hey, race against the clock and you know, get in here and get your shots in, and it says, you know, it's got its obstacles in the maze or whatever. Like it's not the worst. Oh! Shortcut. That's just strange. Escher's Castle. Now it's getting crazy. Oh, just get the fuck in there. Oh, this shit factory. Escher, this is famously what MC Escher was all about. Oh, come on. Oh, come on! All right, let's do it again. All right, let's do it again. All right, where was the 2? I know the 3 is here in the middle. Five was, yeah, and then wasn't 6 down here and 7 up at the top. Yeah, that's right. Ski Hill. Such a this feel someone had to have just been working on this and had to have had like this basic idea and then got the Funhouse license, you know, or and just adapted this, right? I mean, clearly, because this has nothing to do with Funhouse, other than they put in J.D. Roth. Ugh. Not gonna find this last one, am I? No, we looped around to the start. That's the... This is a really strange product. Like, I understand in a world where they made a Double Dare video game, and Funhouse was, the game show they started after Double Dare took off, and if I remember right, they even put them back to back. It was like after Double Dare was Funhouse for a good long time. And, Funhouse was about kids running around in a weird house. Like a weird fake game show house. And trying to find stuff in it, right? They had to trash the rooms in search of a flag or in search of some item or whatever. But, this is not that. And it sounded, from the looks of things here on the Discord, that there was some version of this game in development. Or at one point, they were working on something that was meant to be maybe a little more faithful or something. So maybe they started on that and it was costing too much money. And then they just took this idea and said, fuck it. Oh, you're right. I'm confusing Funhouse and Finders Keepers. You're right. I'm thinking of Finders Keepers. Funhouse was not a Nickelodeon show, right? All right. Either way, the actual Funhouse was not like this either. Yeah, weird. Weird. The glowing H and N. This game is not terrible. I think it's just, like it...
Covered hens with blue feathers. If female chickens are called hens, you call male chickens hawks, gulls, or roosters. Ethan.
Roosters.
Roosters is right for 25 points. Way to go. That gives the red team 100. The gold team's got 25. I'm going to the next stunt, and you know who I'm taking? I'm taking the girls. We are headed to Virginia, girls. Let's move it.
Taking these girls to Virginia.
Oh, yeah. All right, now, our places. No more U.S. presidents were born in Virginia than any other state. Hey, that's what this stunt is about. The girls are seated in our red and gold thrones, and they're wearing their patriotic Uncle Sam pinhead hats. Ooh, I love those hats. They're looking tremendous. Now, you see the balloons above their heads? Well, they're filled with gallons of glop. By the end of the stunt,
gallons of glop. JD, what are you doing to these girls?
All over them. Now, here's how they're going to play. I'm going to give them the last name of a president. Now, his first name is written on one of these cards that they're going to be holding. When they know what the first name is, they're going to show me the card and hit the signal. If they're right, their opponent gets cranked up a notch closer to the glop balloon. First player to get 3 cranks is going to bust that balloon and get a head full of gross me out glop. Is everybody ready? All right, let's go for it. All right,
gross me out glop.
Show me the first name of President Washington. Hand me that. You know what that says? George, my man, George Washington. Gold team's going up.
Yeah, my man, George Washington. JD, you're doing great. Don't let anyone ever tell you anything otherwise.
President Jefferson. Let me see that, Patty.
It's like you got to get it in your hand and then hit it with your forearm. Like what this?
Goes up another notch. Now, Angelique, we have to have a little talk here. If you miss the next one, you know what's going to happen? You're going to get gross me out glop all over you. Get in there, okay? The next one we're looking for is the first name of President Madison. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Patty is quick. There's no doubt about it. My man James, you know what that means? It's gross me out glop. Take her up.
And it just looks like milk. That just looks like milk, man. What are you doing?
I'm so sorry that had to happen to a nice, beautiful young lady like you, but it happened anyway. I'm going back to award the points. Excuse me. Guys, what can I say? The red team gets another 25 points. All right, there goes my man Ethan.
My man, he's big on his man. This is, I mean, this was in an era when you could say my man before anything, and you know, and JD is really taking full advantage of that.
He grabs the concert tickets. He's going to make his way. Ethan, as fast as he can, he's going to make his way down here. They're going to help him out. I'm going to tell him where the power prize was. It was the $50 tag on the drawbridge. That's all right. You guys did great. You did a great job. We're going to find out what they won. They both get the video games. They both get the water park trip.
Wait.
It is extreme.
I want to hear the description of what the video games were.
And prizes. Villas. Going in there for 3 more tags. With the built-in prizes are in the fun.
Cool cameras.
Nintendo's most challenging system ever. The new power set comes with a control deck, 2 controllers, Zappa light gun.
So this was his sidekick. All right, JD.
Next, tumble to the Thunder Mat Dryer into the Batcave, where you both can win this mini recording studio.
All right. All right, Funhouse. Kind of an interesting conundrum, I guess, to, you know, in a way. It's really not representative of the game show. Tiny. Yeah, it was JD and Tiny. Yeah, just not really a great representation of the game show. Like it's a totally different thing that then they just kind of crammed JD Roth into between levels and wrote like 3 lines of dialogue like, great job, now do this one. Now do this one. Now do this one. And so it's like it's a really weird framing for what looks like it should be. Yeah, it's like there's an American Gladiators game that is, you know, one of the mini games in American Gladiators is not entirely unlike that, I guess. But to me, it reads as like British future sport, a la Speedball 2 or something, Speed Brutal Deluxe, but without the sport part and more maze parts. Or like Paradroid without all the numbers. So with some numbers, but not numbers in the same way. And the game itself is like, you could do worse. Like the movement, like you should be a spaceship in that, not a kid on rollerblades. with the way it controlled more like, you know, you were thrusting a spaceship like Asteroid style, as opposed to a kid on blades. And it's just what a weird thing. It's certainly better than Rollerblade Racer in terms of games with rollerblades on them. I think if it had a better framing around it, or like, I don't know, like, here's a picture of JD Roth. It's maybe not the worst thing they could have done, but it just feels like this should have been some futuristic murder game show or something. Yeah, what a weird man. I feel like I want to read 15,000 words on the history of Funhouse the video game now. It's a bizarre release for sure. But yeah, better than Rollerblade Racer for sure. It's better than Action 52. It's better than Wally Bear and the No Gang. It's better than Caveman Games. It's better than the Pradicus conflict. I think it handles, you know, like American Gladiators is very hit and miss because some of the games are good and some of the games are bad, right? I feel like this handles better than that overall. It's better than that, but we're kind of not by a ton. It's better than Roger Clemens' MVP Baseball. It's better than B-52. It's better than Big Nose the Caveman. But like, this is it, man. This is like, it is not better than the Fantastic Adventures of Dizzy. It is not better than Bram Stoker's Dracula. It is not better than Mickey Mousecapade. It's better than Worm Journey to the Center of the Earth, but it is not better than Akari Warriors 2 Victory Road. If they had had JD Roth speech samples in there, saying things like, "Come on, let's fight," or perhaps "Welcome," maybe that would have, if they could have had Tiny saying like, "Come on, JD," you know, something like that, then maybe, "Come on, JD," you know, something cool. So Funhouse is our new number 364. What a strange, man, I am blown away how weird that is. Like, you know, licensed games are licensed games, right? And, you know, you never know what you're going to get. It's not, you know. But, like, generally speaking, they're at least attempting to recreate the thing. And this, and that's where it fails, right? Because they just, you know, that's a hard thing to recreate, or it's just not good. Or, like, instead, this is just like, here's a totally different video game. And we have slapped the words Funhouse on it. And not even Krusty's Funhouse. And it's our new number 364. Fucking wild. Do you think, yeah, did people like spend a ton of time working on this other... So some screenshots got out in 2012 from a supposed prototype of the other version of Funhouse from 1990 from a different developer. But like, that's more of a, even that one was like more of a platformer, like, which is now also, I mean, that's a weird thing too. I'm not really seeing anything about any kind of glop or gross me out glop or anything like that. So, you know, like the screenshots of the prototype look ridiculous also. Like they also don't make a ton of sense in context of like, hey, that we're making the, so like maybe developers were working on that and they were like, this is not even anything like the thing. Why are we making this? But instead they just, I bet the game was mostly finished and then they just slapped JD Roth into it and put it out once they made the pivot. Probably the right move. I don't know. Like this is not great, but I've played a lot of worse Funhouse. I've played a lot of worse video games on the NES than Funhouse. Will the next game be worse than Funhouse? I don't know. Graz wanted to see it. It's from your friends at Bunch Games. And it's called Tagin Dragon. One play, double play, versus mode. This is already going great. Oh. I might have played this on like the, is there a version of this on like the Mega Duck? I'm dead. Like the palette can't handle just one of them changing color, so anytime you get a hit on any of them, they all... all audio dies when the level ends. I got bit. They bit me. I was trying to bite them. This is no good. Ugh. You kind of just need to... It's like you're supposed to get behind them, but they move in such a fucking fucked up way that it's just not easy to get behind them. Even the me biting doesn't make noise anymore. I don't know why the floor is, you know, I don't know what it signifies that the floor is different in some spots. I'm guessing these are blocks that I cannot bite and eat when I am enhanced by the power of the sacred light or the lamp or whatever the fuck it is. When I pick up that item, it lets me break through the blocks. I'm guessing that these are probably indestructible. Ice! We tagged those drags. So because, like, you know, they don't necessarily like move slower than you or give you like great opportunities to get behind them by just like chasing them. Instead, you just have to hope that they don't bite while you're biting them in these weird melees here. You know, you kind of just get in here and mosh pit. I mean, the music's not bad. But this action sucks. What? Who is the winner? It asks. And the answer is, you're invincible until you move. Because I can't get at his tail. Because it's like protected in the weird spawning position that it spawns in. So no one wins. There is no winner. Nobody wins in Tagin Dragon. You can immediately stalemate the game by refusing to move. What a great idea. Like I can turbo button my bite and that's never... But hey, there are a lot of ways to have a good time. Boom, 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 boom. Oh, am I screwed because both players need to leave, or will this? Okay. Look at this title screen. Look at the colors on display here. Listen to this tune. This is that shit, y'all. My man Tagin Dragon. You know, Turbo takes a lot of the guesswork out of the timing, or a lot of the nuance, I guess, out of the timing. You really just... We just fuck these guys up. Get out of that. What? Okay. It's like a deadly game of freeze tag. That's right. It's nice, you know, little piece. Such awkward movement. Oh, yeah. Smoked him. Mm-hmm. Imagine this being like you're the new game you got, and then you have to sit there and just like convince yourself like, I'm going to play this 2-player because it's, you know, and just like you and a friend or your brother, you know, like something, just like desperately trying to dog fight, dragon fight, get that tail just spinning in circles, and imagine the intense conflict. What? Art picture. Look at these dragons. They are fucked up. They are just in a cuddle puddle. Gooned the fuck out. Look at this art picture. Director. What are the other two achievements? Acquire speed boost power up and get 8,000 points. I beat the game and did not get 8,000 points because I wasn't eating all the blocks. If you eat the blocks, there's stuff under the blocks that you pick up for points. So, and you would eventually get the speed boost power up, I'm sure, by eating blocks. So. I'll have to spend some more time with Tagin Dragon a little later just to mop that up, I guess, huh? Tagin Dragon. Tagin Dragon is functional. You know, like you bite the tails. The hitboxes on it are like sensible. But again, I think a lot of the enemy movement, enemy speed overall makes it a little more awkward than it should be. Obviously, you know, it's a lot easier if you got a turbo controller. So, you know, just bite your fucking ass off, I guess. Bite their ass off, I guess. Otherwise, you have to time it a little bit better to bite the tail when you're over it. And so a lot of it is about, you know, you end up in these, like these dogfight style situations where you're both circling around each other, trying to just turn and burn, baby. You got to turn and burn to get on the tail faster than the other guy so you can take care of it. And it's there is sort of something to it, but also it's just a fucking weird mess. No, it's not a mess. I mean, there's nothing like particularly messy about it. It's just, it's an idea that needs more nuance. It's an idea, you know, there are several ways that they could have gotten there. You know, you get a speed power up, evidently. So, you know, that would help you catch up and really kill them. They don't go fast on the ice. You go fast on the ice. So if you master control of your dragon while you're on the ice, you can outspeed and turn them. But that doesn't, none of that means it's like good. Like, yeah, it's a bad fucking game. But again, I think, you know, we have to talk about that nuance, because when we talk about the bottom of this list, these are some fucking fucked up video games down here. Tagin Dragon is not in this league. That's not to say it is better than Mega Man 2. Well, I don't know. Is it better than Mega Man 2? I mean, let's really... No, I don't think it's better than Mega Man 2. Well, no, I don't think it's better than Mega Man 2. Which has a better dragon. Is it better than Mega Man 3? I mean, Mega Man 3 is kind of like the last good Mega Man game. So no. But it might be better than Mega Man 4. We'll find out. We don't have Mega Man 4 is not on the list yet. Tagin Dragon. I can give it like the faintest of praise, right? It's like, hey, up against some of the other unlicensed games we have seen, it is better than many of those. It is a better, yes, it is a better game than Thundercade, certainly. But it's no Tubin. Deadly Towers is a superior product. I have a bone to pick with the internet and the way video games. I mean, honestly, like, it's one of the reasons why I wanted to do this in the first place. All those weeks ago, over coming up on 2 years ago, I guess now of doing this. Deadly Towers is not a good game, but Deadly Towers got a reputation of being like the worst, like it was like, oh, look at this trash, like there were so many games that just kind of got painted with this broad brush of like, look at how funny this terrible video game is, and I think some of those games were done a disservice by Sean Baby and the like, if you will. I seem to remember Sean Baby having a big Deadly Towers thing. But like, Deadly Towers is just fucking not even scratching the fucking surface of how bad this shit gets. Deadly Towers not a good game. Not a good game. But dude, look at some of the shit down here. Pyramid, the Uncanny X-Men, like some of the stuff that, even if we just stick to licensed games, stuff like X-Men and Rocky and Bullwinkle and Friends and, Rollerblade Racer, Thunder fucking Cade, NFL. Like, there's some goddamn dog shit on here. I mean, Deadly Towers is guilty of being it's guilty of a lot of things, like the way the combat works and the way, the fucking nature of it. It's certainly not a good game, but. And I suppose we live in more enlightened times where all of these games have been available and, are some of this unlicensed stuff was maybe not as easily found back in the day. A lot of people in the chat talking about Sean Baby. The last time I saw Sean Baby, I think it was in the parking lot of an In-N-Out Burger in Marin County. Ran into him. And even then, it had been a long time since I'd seen him then. He's still doing the 1-900 hot dog thing. That's still going strong, right? Yeah, 1-900hotdog.com. If you want to see what Sean Baby is up to these days. Tagin Dragon. It's fucked. It's you could do worse, certainly. Ah, man, it's it's this weird rare case in a lot of ways where, like, hey, here's this functional thing that doesn't make it a good idea, but like the thing that this is, they sure made it. You could play it. You probably don't want to. Or if you've played it once, you probably don't want to do it again. Except for these last two achievements that I guess I have to get. But like, it is a Better than average for unlicensed games, which is, you know, one of the lowest bars that, you know, we have left, really. But it's, yeah, I don't know, man. It's a cut above when you get into stuff like Pest Terminator, the Western Exterminator, and Secret Scout, and some of this, you know, certainly like a Raid 2020. I would rather play Tagin Dragon for a week straight than play Raid 2020. That's maybe not true. Just because Tagin Dragon is so short. But like, it's better than Color a Dinosaur. It's a better game than Daydreamin' Davy. I mean, Daydreamin' Davy is just such a, you know. Is Tagin Dragon better or worse than Gotcha the Sport? It's worse. It's worse. It's worse. It's worse than the Terminator. It's worse than To the Earth. It's worse than Beetlejuice. All right, let's okay. It's better than Color Dinosaur. It's worse than Beetlejuice. It's worse than Where's Waldo. It's worse than Swamp Thing. It's better than Silent Assault. Oops. Huh. It is worse. Okay, it's worse than Daydreamin' Davy. Is it better or worse than Spider-Man: Return of the Sinister Six? Ugh. Ugh, yuck. There's some animation stuff in there that's like, you know, it's not the worst thing, but Spider-Man is pretty fucking bad. Tagin Dragon is our new number 511. Tagin Dragon. And not even like, you know, if you were, you would spell it with 2 G's, wouldn't you? If you were talking about tagging, because you're tagging them in the tail, right? I mean, all right. I mean, and yet, it's Tagin Dragon. It almost looks like it should be Tagin Dragon, like Ragin. And then in some parts of the world, on some filthy multi-cart, it is referred to as Colorful Dragon, which is not a better name. A good name, great name for the title screen. If you were to come up with a name for the title screen for Tagin Dragon, the Colorful Dragon's a great name. But yeah. Shout out to the Hummer team for all that you do, for all that you've done in the world of video games, including, I guess, developing and producing Tagin Dragon. Along with other, I mean, you know, like they're primarily known for, right? I mean, No, who did Sachin do this? Is that there? They were on the title screen, right? Yeah. Yep. Colorful Dragon, and they put it on a 6-in-1 cart, and then here it came out on its own. As part of a 6-in-1 cart, maybe you could be like, okay. And so, yeah, I don't know, the lineage of, but yeah, this does eventually, I think, trace back to Hummer Team, who did, like, you know, the weird pirate fighting games for NES, where it's like, here's Mortal Kombat 512 Flowers Edition, Street Fighter 6, 200 Gokus, you know, was kind of their thing. So 550 games on the list now. That's a lot of video games. That is a lot of video games. This has been episode 98 of the program. That's big. You know, we're coming up on the 2-year, you know, coming up on 2 years of having done this, and there's still a lot of months left to go. There are still hundreds of games left to rank. So, you know, if you want to suggest one that has not made the list yet, you can join the advisory panel. You can head over to patreon.com/Jeff Gerstmann for more details on that. You know, different things at different tiers and so on. Get an ad-free podcast, a bonus podcast, so on and so forth. But at the advisory panel level, you can suggest games. And there's a lot left here. Oh, yeah. I don't know. I was thinking, like, oh, should I try to pick a big game for episode 100 or something, and make sure that that's on the list? I don't really know. Like, what's a big game? People have asked about pro wrestling a fair amount. And that is left. There's always Wizards and Warriors 3. That's a big game. Stunt Kids, you know, there's a good chunk of big games left. Big Nose Freaks Out, Bible Adventures, you know, there's a lot of hits left. Flintstones, Surprise at Dinosaur Park, The Last Starfighter, The Last Action Hero, Hook, Fexanadu, DuckTales 2. Yeah, I don't know. There's a bunch of stuff left. Arkanoid, which I think I can play without the paddle controller, right? I think that works. Or at least I think you can emulate that at this point, right? But yeah, there's a bunch left. Sesame Street, Big Birds Hide and Speak. Come back next week. We'll rank another batch of games. Come back Tuesday for the podcast. Right here on this Twitch channel or YouTube channel, wherever you are. I don't know, man. Follow it. Do whatever you do. And come on back. Do whatever you do to need to remember to come back through and see some more, because there's a lot more to come. And I will be with you again next week. Have a good one. Bye.